Hey guys, so we are back with another coffee break episode. For those of you that don't know what this is, I get coffee and we chat. And yeah, it's up every Sunday. So today is Sunday. I am filming on a Sunday and it's going up today. Just quickly, this is probably going to go out late, so I just wanted to disclaim that on a Friday and a Sunday, depending on how my filming goes, it might be up a little later. I actually uploaded a video very late yesterday, so basically my new job is 4 till 7, so obviously if I film stuff on the weekend I need to edit it, which can take a long time, so yeah, it just means that it might not be out until after 7, whereas usually I'd do it around 6. But yes, anyway, I'm actually filming this before I go to work, so it might be a little bit shorter than usual, but that's not necessarily bad because I talk forever. So I don't actually have a topic for this week, so if you have any ideas then please let me know down below. I do have a talking point, but it's not a topic that you guys have said, so that's the only difference. So, two things have happened this week. I'm just bringing up my notes. So I had my food inspection this week and I also started my new job, so I just thought I would give you a little bit of insight on that. So the one that happened first is the inspection. I decided, like my mum and my sister gave me the ideas for this, they were saying to do a little like mini series or even just one video, but I think it's going to have to be a series because there's so much information. I was going to do a little series on kitchen inspections, so if you don't know, I run my own business. I'll put my Instagram here so that you know what I'm on about, but it's called Sweet Things by Amy, and when you register your own business and you're working from home, and it relates to any type of food, whether it's prepping for like a restaurant or baking cakes, anything like that, you have to be inspected because obviously you could have very poor hygiene, and if you're cooking food in that kitchen, it's not good for anyone if you're going to be selling it to people. So they have to do checks to make sure that you're following the right processes, you know all the policies, anything relating to like sickness and working, management. So if you have other staff, then you need to be inspected because they want to make sure that they also are aware of all the processes they need to be following. And it's also just a general look around your kitchen. I think they've changed slightly because of COVID, so they don't want to sort of be there too long. Mine was about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And a lot of the questions were answered over the phone prior, which I think is what they're doing with all COVID appointments. So I had like a 30-minute phone call with her and we went through all the like important questions in terms of like what cleaner you're using, does it comply with British standards, about my like daily routine. So she got me to kind of do a walkthrough. I don't know if they all do this again, like literally every inspection can be different. I'm on a cake forum on Facebook. If you're in the UK, I definitely recommend you join. I'll put it here, but there's a couple. There's cake queries, there's home businesses, like home cake businesses, and then there's also cake pricing. They are so helpful, and they all talk about inspections, but people's experiences are very different. I found all my information from there, and I was very stressed about it to the point where I spent 2 whole days cleaning, and I mean 2 whole days, like from 8 a.m. until literally like 9 p.m. cleaning, and like getting all my paperwork sorted, and I was so worried about it. And when she arrived, she was lovely, and even when she walked in, she was like, if I could give you more than 5, I would, because she said like, I can tell that you've done so much work to keep this place clean and to make it look amazing for when I turn up. And she says like, it's a great kitchen, it looks spotless and all of this, and she was very impressed. She was also impressed by my folder. So in one of the videos that I do, I'm going to do a little walkthrough, so I'm going to show you all the paperwork that I have and the Safer Food Better Business Pack as well, and what I filled out in it, because again, it's something that everyone recommends, but she actually told me that I don't need one because of the business that I'm in, making cakes from home, where a lot of it is more commercial. So like if you own a restaurant, it's more like definite that you're going to need that. But yeah, she said that it was unlikely that any of it was going to be too relevant, and to be fair, a lot of the pages I didn't fill out, I just put NA on them. So yeah, a lot of it wasn't applicable, but I thought I'll fill it out anyway because my mind, like the way it is, I was sat there in bed at like 10 and I was like, I need to fill that out because otherwise she's going to ask for it and I'm not going to have it. So I was like, even though she said I probably don't need it, I thought I'll fill it out anyway just in case she's forgotten. And then she asked me for it and I don't have it. But turns out she was still shocked that I had it. She was like, oh, you filled that out? And I was like, yeah, the like 50 to 100 pages it is. Yeah, I filled it out. But yeah, so I'm going to do a full video going into all of my paperwork. And then I'm also going to do a little talk through the actual experience. So I'll probably do those as 2 separate ones. So it'll be like my kitchen inspection experience with a full little detail on literally everything that she asked about, everything that she checked, all the things that you need to have. And just any tips as well for like preparing for it. And then I was going to do a separate one on my kitchen inspection, the paperwork you need, and I'll literally show you my folder with all my tables. Obviously I will create a separate one for my order log. I'll just like take out people's names so that you don't see what they have ordered and like how much they paid, obviously. But I was thinking that I can show you my spreadsheets and then it might be helpful for you, because I couldn't find much about it on YouTube. There's loads of stuff on Facebook, but it's all questions with answers, but it's still not what you want. Like, it would be quite nice to have like some spreadsheets that I could look at. So yeah, I found that I just made my own. A lot of them are in the Safer Food Better Business Pack, but I think it looks like you've done a bit more research when you create your own. It does take a bit more time, but if you want to go above and beyond like I kind of did, you don't have to. Again, like most people get a 5 just doing the average, but she was saying that there's people like me who go above and beyond and do more than they need to, which I mean, I like it because it keeps me organized. I have like temperature checks, cleaning schedules, deep clean logs where I sign on and I write the date of the dates that I've done deep cleans. I have like a suppliers list. I have an order log in there, which is all my current customers. I'm waiting for my order book to come. I ordered one off Etsy. This really good woman, so there's a couple of people on Instagram who charge so much. I mean, people may know about it if you're watching this and you do cakes, but there were so many people who were like, right, it's £30 for an order book, and I'm thinking, how can it be that much? I know that you have to make a living and you're designing it and everything, but I just can't see how it's that much. So I went on to Etsy and I found someone who did it for £10, and I thought that's a lot more reasonable. It was a bit more basic, but when you look at the ones on Instagram, they're very similar. So I'm thinking half of these look like carbon copies of each other, just with a changed logo, and you're charging like £30 for them, and I just don't think that that's worth it. Whereas she's just changing the logo, but she's only charging £10, so I don't mind if she's literally just changing one thing. Yeah, it's just somewhere that has like cake details, order details, you can put in fillings, flavours. It's just an organised way of having it all in a book. So I'm going to be using that soon. I also have all my recipes in there, like written out. I copied and pasted any that I have off the internet, because I think it just looks better rather than having like, I don't know, a recipe website in the top corner of all the ads and stuff. It just looks neater to just copy and paste the recipe. I tweaked a few bits where if I've missed out steps because I don't do those, then I've taken those out. But I think it's quite good to have all your recipes written out, and then you also have like an allergen list where you can tick you have all your recipes written down and you tick what allergens are in each one. So it means that supposedly the thought process behind it, or like the way that they think of it, which is why they expect it, is that say someone comes to you and says, I want a Victoria sponge, you can look at this list and go, right, do you have any allergens? If they say, I have an allergy to an easy one, eggs, then you go, right, you can't have the Victoria sponge because it's got eggs in it. So then you have to either cater for them in another way, so take it out of the recipe, which is difficult to change a recipe like that, or you would say, right, I'll find a new recipe that is egg free. So that's usually what I do. I don't really get many people that want egg free. Most of them, if they want egg free, they just go for vegan. So that makes it a bit easier, and I know quite a lot of vegan recipes because I used to be vegan. So yeah, that is like a very brief but detailed overview of all the paperwork and inspection. That's what you can kind of expect from that video. But yeah, I'm quite excited for that one because I did so much research, like weeks of research, because I was just waiting for my appointment. I registered in June. I probably should have said this earlier, like 10 minutes ago, but I registered in June and they only just got back to me, and it's October 3rd or 4th when I'm filming this. 4th. So they only just got back to me, and I got my certificate on the 2nd. So yeah, it's been quite a while, like quite a long time coming, but I'm really happy that it's now sorted and I don't have to worry about it, so that's really exciting. So yeah, that is the kitchen inspection update. And then I also started work. So I started on Friday, and I'm just gonna have a drink because I'm speaking so much. This is why these need to be shorter. It's because I know that I'm on a time schedule and it's already 3:30 and I've got maybe like 5 minutes left before I need to go to work. So I'm going to try and slow down a little bit. There's also a massive queue at McDonald's. It's like behind me that way, and I can see there's a massive queue, and when I went there was no queue, so I'm glad I went when I did. But yeah, I started on Friday and I've done Saturday, and now we're on Sunday. Friday was like a walkthrough one. I did a lot of stuff myself, but one of the ladies, if you don't know, I work in a care home, so I'm a servery assistant, so I do I'm kind of like kitchen stuff, but I don't cook anything. So there's a canteen area, like a small dining area on each floor, and I just serve the food. So I wash up, I wipe down any surfaces. This is afterwards. Before I get in, I set everything up, so I get all the plates out, tea, coffee, like milk powders, get plates out. I think I already said that, but get plates out, and then the food arrives. So then as soon as the food arrives, I need to get spoons out, and then the carers will come in, ask for someone's meal, and I'll spoon it out onto a plate and then give it to them. They deliver it to anyone, like any of the patients. I don't see any of them. And I think they all deliver it to their rooms because of COVID, which is obviously good. But yeah, I think that's why they don't eat in the actual dining area. And then after that's done, there's like some hot foods. So there's like some purees, which is like soft food. So I have to get all those out, take them out the plastic tubs, put them on plates. So I organise all that. And then after all the food is kind of served, I have to start washing up. So people will be coming in and out, like carers in and out, and they'll drop plates off, then I wash them up, and then someone might come in and say, right, can I have this meal for this person? So it's kind of like quite fast paced. And then once it gets to like 6, it starts to slow down because that's once everyone's been fed. So it's just like cleaning up, wiping down. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's nice because it's only 9 hours a week, so it's like perfect for me. I can do all my cakes during the day and then do this 3 days a week, and it's like 3 hours, so it's not like invasive on my schedule at all. But yes, and I leave at like 3:40, which is in like 5 minutes. And then yeah, I get there, I change because you can't like wear your uniform to work, and then I start. So yeah, it's exciting. Today, the lady that helped me the first 2 days, she was kind of like a buddy. She just kind of showed me what I had to do on those days. She is off today because she doesn't work Sundays, so I will be on my own today. So it will be, obviously there'll be carers and stuff in there, but there won't be the person showing me if I have any questions. I can ask anyone else, but she was kind of my go-to, so it will be nice because it will kind of test me a little bit. So I think because I've had 2 days of doing it, and like on the second day I did most of it myself. I only asked her like one question, and that was like when to get the tea and coffee ready, because I wasn't sure if I can start it or whether it would like go cold. But she said like get it ready as soon as you come in at 4. So and then it goes in these like hot flask container things. So yeah, I can get that ready now. So that's the only thing that I kind of didn't get ready. Everything else I got out and like prepared, so that's good. But yeah, it's very, very exciting. So it's my 3rd day today. So yes, that is the update on that. So I've started. It took a while to get my references, because they wanted references from everyone, like all of my employers, which is about 5 or 6. And obviously with people off work and one of them being a charity, I wasn't even sure whether they were open, because I did that volunteering abroad. If you don't know, I did 3 months in Africa volunteering with a government organisation called VSO, and it's in partnership with ICS. And yeah, so I did that for 3 months, and some of the people weren't working, so when I went to get the reference, I had so much difficulty, and they were just coming back saying like, this isn't one of our like staff, like this must be old reference details because they don't work here anymore. And I was just getting stressed because I was like, I just want to start. And yeah, it took 2 weeks, but now it's all sorted, so yeah, I'm really glad about that. And I also did 3 cakes this week, so I'll insert some photos here of them. I was really proud of them, and the girls at the care home actually found out that I did cakes, so they were all looking on my Instagram and they were like, oh my god, they're amazing, and I was like, oh thanks. So yeah, they were all impressed as well, so that's nice. But yes, I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up because of time, because I have to go to work. But I enjoy talking to you, and if you have any topics, like usual, put them down below because I appreciate it. Otherwise, I can come up with my own topics. I just didn't want to be talking about things that people don't want to hear about. So yeah, if there's anything particularly that you want to hear about, then let me know, because I do want to make this interesting for you guys and talk about things that you want to hear about. So yeah, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I am off because I have 4 minutes before I need to like definitely leave, so I need to get out of this car park and like get on my way to work. But yes, I will see you in the next one. The new videos coming this week are probably going to be about kitchen inspections, so make sure to hit the bell if you want to hear about those, because I think they're going to be quite interesting, especially if you run your own cake business or any food business. And also, if you want to hear any details about like how to start your own business, I thought that it might be interesting to do a video on that. Just like a general one, it doesn't have to be about cakes, but it's just general tips for starting your own business from home during lockdown. Like, it's sort of lifted lockdown, but people still have a lot of time, and it's kind of the best time to start your own business. That's why I did it, because I had loads of time. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts were on this, and I will see you in the next one. I'm off to work now. Bye!